Welcome to Wisdom Life Channel. Have you ever asked yourself, do I truly love myself? Or do you find yourself trapped in a cycle of self-criticism, comparison, and self-loathing? It's hard to appreciate yourself when you're busy fixing mistakes, isn't it? However, this self-hatred can hurt us more than the mistakes themselves. So today, let's pause for a moment. Together, we'll learn how to appreciate, love ourselves, and stop judging ourselves based on our flaws or mistakes. Below are the lessons you must stop and reflect on, especially if you're stuck in a cycle of self-doubt. Lesson 1. Stop believing in labels. Have you noticed how easily we attach negative labels to ourselves? Just one small mistake, a failure, or a negative comment from someone else, and we immediately label ourselves as, I'm so stupid, I'm a failure, or I'm not good enough. But have you ever stopped and asked, do these labels truly reflect who I am? Or are they just products of moments of weakness? The consequences of labeling yourself can be severe. When you believe in negative labels, you limit yourself. For example, if you constantly think of yourself as a failure, you'll automatically avoid new opportunities because you fear failing again. Over time, these beliefs become a vicious cycle, pulling you away from the good things you deserve. Imagine you're a student who didn't score well on an exam. If you label yourself as a bad student, you'll lose motivation to study and fear facing future academic challenges. But if, instead, you see the exam as an opportunity to learn and improve, you won't let this failure define you. You'll work harder, and eventually you'll progress. The benefits of breaking the labeling habit are immense. When you stop labeling yourself, you open up opportunities to discover who you are without being confined by negative stereotypes. You'll feel lighter, freer, and more motivated to grow. It's like taking off a pair of dark-tinted glasses and seeing the world more clearly and brightly. For example, consider Thomas Edison's story. Before inventing the light bulb, he failed thousands of times. But he never labeled himself as a failure. Instead, he saw each failure as a step closer to success. And as a result, he created one of the world's most transformative inventions. Ask yourself, what labels are limiting me? Then boldly remove them. Remember, you are not your mistakes or flaws. You are a person full of potential, capable of changing anything in your life. When you stop labeling yourself, you not only love yourself more but also open the door to a meaningful and opportunity-filled life. Lesson 2. Learn to accept mistakes. Have you ever felt guilty or disappointed in yourself after making a mistake? It's understandable that we often blame ourselves and think mistakes reflect incompetence. But in reality, mistakes are not the enemy. They are valuable teachers, showing us the right path. Think about the people you admire most. They could be great scientists, successful entrepreneurs, or talented artists. Did you know they also failed? Steve Jobs was once fired from the company he founded, but he used the lessons from that failure to create revolutionary products like the iPhone. Michael Jordan, the basketball legend, once shared that he missed over 9,000 shots and lost more than 300 games, but those failures helped him become one of the greatest athletes of all time. Mistakes are proof that you're trying, that you're pushing yourself and not afraid to face challenges. What matters is not how many mistakes you've made, but how you respond to them. You can let them defeat you, or you can learn from them and keep moving forward. For example, imagine you're learning a new language. During the process, you might mispronounce words, use incorrect grammar, or struggle to remember vocabulary. But these mistakes will help you remember better and improve your skills. If you're afraid of making mistakes and don't dare to try, you'll never progress. Remember, you are not your mistakes. Mistakes are temporary experiences, not definitions of who you are. Instead of blaming yourself, ask, what can I learn from this? And, how can I do better next time? When you learn to accept mistakes, you'll realize that every stumble is an opportunity to grow. You'll feel less pressure, less fear, and instead, gain more motivation to explore and develop yourself. Remember, life's journey is not about perfection but about continuous progress. And every mistake, big or small, is an important step on that journey. Lesson 3. Stop criticizing yourself. Have you noticed that every time you criticize yourself, you're adding more pressure and burden to your mind? When you constantly blame yourself, you not only hurt yourself but also unintentionally hinder personal growth. Take a moment to reflect. Have you ever said things like, "I'm so incompetent," or "I never do anything right"? Those words are like invisible arrows, piercing your self-esteem. Over time, you'll feel exhausted and lose faith in yourself. Instead of drowning in negative thoughts, try changing the way you talk to yourself. For example, instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," try saying, "I'm trying, and I'll do better next time." This statement not only helps you feel lighter but also encourages you to keep moving forward. Remember, none of us are perfect. Even the people you admire most have faced failures and moments of self-doubt. Growth is not a perfect straight line but a journey with ups and downs. What matters is that you don't give up. A simple example: if you're trying to learn to play the guitar, there will be days when you play the wrong chords or can't remember a song. But that doesn't mean you're incapable. On the contrary, every time you make a mistake, you're one step closer to mastering it. Stopping self-criticism doesn't mean becoming complacent. It means recognizing that you can make mistakes, but those mistakes don't define you. Instead of criticizing, encourage yourself and remember that every effort is worth appreciating. When you learn to treat yourself gently, you'll experience true freedom and joy in your personal growth journey. Lesson 4. Believe that imperfection is beautiful. Have you ever stopped to admire a wildflower by the roadside? It may not be as perfect as the flowers in a shop, but its imperfection is what makes it special. The chipped petals, the uneven veins on its leaves, all are proof of its vibrant existence in a challenging environment. We, as humans, are the same. No one in this world is perfect, and that's why we always have the opportunity to learn, grow, and renew ourselves every day. Imperfection is not a flaw but a privilege. It allows us to improve, explore, and create. If everything were perfect, we'd have no reason to challenge ourselves, dream, or conquer. Think about the people you admire. Are they people who never make mistakes, or are they people who have learned to turn their shortcomings into motivation to rise above? For example, Vincent van Gogh, one of the greatest painters in history, was considered a failure during his lifetime. His paintings were rejected, and he lived in poverty. But it was his imperfect emotions and unique perspectives that created timeless works of art. If he hadn't accepted his imperfections, would the world have been able to admire those vibrant masterpieces? When you learn to accept your imperfections, you'll feel lighter. Instead of striving for unrealistic standards, you can focus on doing your best within your capabilities. This not only reduces pressure but also brings you confidence and joy in life. Start with the smallest things. Every morning, tell yourself, "I'm not perfect, and that's okay. I won't give up on myself, and I'll do my best." When you truly believe this, you'll see that life is no longer a race to perfection but a journey to discover and appreciate yourself. Applying this to your daily life, you'll realize that imperfection doesn't make you less. It makes you more real, relatable, and lovable. Loving yourself isn't selfish. It's the foundation for living a meaningful life and spreading happiness to those around you. In this video, we explored powerful lessons on self-love and personal growth. Let's quickly recap. First, we learned to reject negative labels and stop limiting ourselves with false beliefs. Second, we embraced the idea that mistakes are not failures but valuable teachers that guide us towards success. Third, we acknowledged the importance of silencing self-criticism and replacing it with encouragement. Finally, we discovered the beauty of imperfection and how it opens doors to growth, creativity, and authenticity. Remember, self-love is not selfish. It's the foundation for a fulfilling and meaningful life. When you learn to love and care for yourself, you unlock the potential to overcome challenges, build resilience, and spread positivity to those around you. Today, we challenge you to take the first step. Whether it's forgiving yourself for past mistakes, silencing that inner critic, or embracing your imperfections, start small but stay consistent. Each little step will lead you closer to a life of happiness and self-acceptance. Believe in yourself and give yourself the compassion you truly deserve. Thank you for watching this video and for your support of Wisdom Life. If you found this message inspiring, please hit the like button, share this video with someone who might need it, and subscribe to our channel for more uplifting content. Together, let's build a community that thrives on love, positivity, and growth. Remember, you are worthy, you are enough, and your journey towards self-love starts today. See you in the next video.